This is the last section of chapter 4. It's called 4.6, okay? And it's called numerical integration. And the camera is moving around, giving you a bird's eye view of what's going on. So let's come back over here. Come on, baby. Uh-oh, I'm all caught up. I'm all caught up. All right, here I am. Sorry about that. All right, I might look a little large in a minute. We're going to get it rolling. Sorry about that. All right, I'm back over here now. All right. So, 4.6, numerical integration. None of these functions have no elementary functions as their derivatives. So, we got some problems. We can't use the fundamental theorem of calculus on this. So we're going to enter the trapezoidal rule, which is called the midpoint rule, and Simpson's rule. You'd be happy to know, just adjusting the camera a little bit, you'd be happy to know that Simpson's rule, not on the AP exam. So, let me show you what's going on, and I don't want you to get nervous yet. The trapezoidal rule deals with like the rectangles, but now they're trapezoids. And if you see, I tried to make nice little trapezoids as I went along, okay? And it's trapezoids and it goes around the thing. It's delta x. This is normal. You know what that is. But it's not the big gist of it. The big gist of the trapezoidal rule is, remember, to find the area of a trapezoid, it's the average of the bases. So I have to take this side and this side, add them up and divide by 2. Well, if I do that for 2 consecutive ones, this one gets done when I'm here and also when I'm here. So it gets done twice. Okay? Then this one gets done when I'm here and here. And it goes like that. And the ends don't get done twice, because the ends of the whole thing only get done once. That's the big gist of this. See? When I'm going and doing this, you can look at it. This means mambo jumbo to most of you. But the big deal is that the coefficients are going to be 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, because those middle trapezoid bases is getting done twice. All right? That's why it's 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. And basically, here's the Marasio way to do this. And you'll see an example, of course. We take b minus a over 2n. Don't forget that there's 2n now, because it's a trapezoid, and it's the average of the bases, so we pull that 2 out. And it's the function at each one of these points. Remember, you get a coefficient of 2 for the ones in the middle. That's it. Let's do an example, and it'll become crystal clear, and we're going to do an example of something we know. All right? Here's x squared. 0 to 2, x squared. N is how many trapezoids we're going to use. Well, you might say, well, why do I estimate? Why do I have to do this estimating thing? It's on the AP exam, all right? And I just want to show you the exact answer is 8/3, right? You take the integral, you should be able to know how to do that. So that's 8/3. Well, let's do this trapezoidal approximation, if I can. Whoa, I never printed it out. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to remember this. All right. All right, looking at the formula, we're going to have A equal to 0, B equal to 2, B minus A over 2n then looks like, n is 4, so it's going to be 2 over 8, which is 1/4. So I want to break this up into 4s. So I take the interval, here's 0 and 2. I'm going to break it up into 4s. So it's going to be 1/2, 1, and then 1.5. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. I've broken it up into 4 trapezoids. That's all you have to do. If you take 2 and divide by 4, it gives you 1/2. And that's what your intervals are going to be. So now, formula says to do this. Take 1/4 and multiply it. Here, I'll move it over, actually. It's a little bit too far, because I'm going to need some room here. Give me some room. All right. Now I'm going to multiply it by f of 0. 1 times f of 0. Then I'm going to add to that 2 times f of a half. Then I'm going to add to that 2 times f of 1. Then add to that 2 times f of 3 halves. And then I'm going to add to that 1 times, I'm running out of room, 1 times f of 2. That's what, you lousy. Lousy. Let's see if I can move this. Let's see. How do we do it? Did you like that? I like that. That was good. I think. All right. I think that was good. And then this is f of 2. That's the whole thing. Notice the coefficients. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. The ends get 1, the middle gets 2. Now I just have to calculate this stuff. It's a little grueling, but we can do it. 0, when I plug in 0, it's 0, so that's fantastic. When I plug in a half, I get a quarter, so 2 times a quarter. When I plug in, I'm just plugging it into the function. That's all I'm doing. And then I'm going to plug in 2 times 1, so that's 1. And then this is going to be 2 times 3 halves squared, so it's 2 times 9 fourths. And then when I plug in 2, it's going to be 4. We add this up. So let's see if I can do this. I'm a little nervous. This is 2 1/4, so this is, let's do it like this. Peyton, Matt Maiman, I don't have a calculator here. I'm not getting crazy, okay, buddy? I'm just going to try this. It's going to be 2 over 4 plus, I'm going to make this common denominator, 8 over 4 plus 18 over 4 plus 16 over 4. I got a common denominator for all of those, and I'll multiply it by 1/4. So the answer is going to turn out to be, let's say 2 and 8 is 10, 28, 30, 44 over 4, which is 11. So it's 11 equals 11 fourths. How close is that to 8 thirds? Let's find out. 11 fourths is about 2 and 3/4, so 2.75. This guy is 2.66, I think. Yes. So they're pretty darn close. All right. You get a pretty close approximation. And like I said, this is the formula. It's b minus a over 2n. You get 1/4, and you multiply it by all these times the function. This guy is the function. As easy as that. I don't do a lot of these. There's maybe 1 or 2 on the AP exam. It's usually, I would think, it could be open-ended on a portion of it, or it could be like a multiple choice. I don't know. I said we'd talk about Simpson's rule. There it is. This is all I'm talking about. Simpson's rule is done with parabolas to try and find the area. I mean, I guess, personally, I guess it's a better approximation, but since we don't have to know it, who cares? All right? It's not known for the, we don't care about it for the AP exam, just that it exists. Homework to try. In this homework, you're going to be asked to find the trapezoidal rule and find the exact. Just like in the other slide, I found the exact by just doing the integral and then do the trapezoidal rule, see if they're close. That's it. That's all you're going to be asked. I have answers right here for you. Okay, so when you do them, you can check your answers. And that is the last section. Believe it or not, one of the easier sections of Chapter 4 is the last one. So enjoy. Hopefully you learned how to do something here. It's Trapezoidal Rule coming from you live from my classroom. Nice. And I'll see you tomorrow.